Hi, I'm Anthony Ramirez, and I am doing a research project on the Hebrew language, and this is what I found. Hebrew language from extinction to revitalization. I chose Hebrew because of its history, it was spoken until the fall of Jerusalem in 587 BCE. It was extinct, literally non-existent, and and it is the original language of the Bible. Modern Hebrew. It is the official language of Israel. Pre-modern Hebrew was used silently for the study of the Bible or praying. Eliezer ben Yehuda was considered the father of modern Hebrew, born during the Russian Empire. At age 3, he memorized Jewish texts. He read Robinson Crusoe in Hebrew translation and was inspired to revitalize the Hebrew language. He created over at least 150 new Hebrew words to make it modern Hebrew. Yehuda died of tuberculosis in 1922. Eliezer's son, Itamar ben Avi, was encouraged to only speak Hebrew and carried on his father's tradition. He created over 1,000 new words. It was extinct up to 150 years ago. It is the original language of the Bible, and although many do not believe in Jesus Christ as a Messiah, most believe that he existed. Massive immigration into Israel resulted in miscommunications between people, as most spoke Yiddish, as was the Roman ruling at the time. In order to form consistent communication, one language was needed to speak. Yehuda introduced Hebrew into schools, with the teachers teaching in Hebrew, not as a subject of interest. In other words, the teachers had to be able to speak Hebrew, and they had to teach their students in Hebrew. It was required for incoming immigrants to know how to speak Hebrew. By 1899, many Hebrew-speaking schools were in use, and many followed. The church's influence also helped spread the use of the language. A language council was developed, which provided books and dictionaries for the public. Eventually, Hebrew became the official language of Israel. The Hebrew script is quite different in comparison with English, and here I show you some differences. See now, when written individually, the words individually on Google Translator, I found, the writing goes from up to down with this sentence. Writing is my passion. Are you getting it? Okay. With the words individually selected, but when the words are written in one sentence, it says my passion is writing. I'll show you this one more time so you can see it. Okay. And this one more time so you can see it. Okay. In Hebrew, there can be 3 consonants together. Before I go on, I just want to say that the Hebrew language is similar to Spanish in some ways, such as the words being pronounced one before the other, like a verb or a noun. Okay. In Hebrew, there can be 3 consonants together, which are letters like T, R, and Z, and it spells a word, whereas in English, a vowel is required to spell a word, which can be A, E, I, O, or U. Hebrew language contains 26 consonants, and anywhere between 5 to 10 vowels. The Hebrew alphabet is called Aleph-Bet, spelled A-L-E-F-B-E-T. Linguists originally believed that documenting languages was important to carry on their traditions. However, it is now apparent that the focus is on the older generations to encourage proper pronunciations in their family members. The Hebrew culture is one of large family structures, and the father of the family is the main caretaker. The family can have many members, which includes servants and their families too. Kosher food is the main dish of the Hebrew culture, and hummus, pita bread, spelled P-I-T-A, and falafel are some of the favorite dishes. Meats, dairy, and eggs are not cooked together in the same dish. Because of their beliefs that certain combinations can cause health problems. Pork is prohibited because only animals that have hooves and that chew cud are eaten. Some combinations of foods are also avoided, such as eggs and milk. The belief is that since the milk from the mother of the egg nourished the egg, then it is considered cruel to cook the egg in its mother's milk. As for religion, 80% practice Judaism, with Islam and Christianity close behind. Currently, more than 9 million people speak Hebrew across the world. I believe that I would have done the same things that Yehuda and his son did by approaching the schools to encourage the Hebrew revitalization process. From what I've learned so far, the public sector and the government usually results in laws to be followed by its citizens. Above all else, I believe that pride is the main influence that I would instill into the system. Pride of heritage, pride of culture, and pride of being unique, and Yehuda truly felt the same way. I would also include churches because they hold a tremendous amount of influence in its people, because people who are there are usually there by choice. In my opinion, it was oppression that caused the extinction of the Hebrew language, and pride that brought it back. I have always been a supporter of advocates who believe in something they promote. Not necessarily their cause, but their love for something they believe in. I also believe that this language is difficult to understand and write, but with confidence and support, anyone can achieve the skills needed to communicate in Hebrew. Thank you for listening.